This question has no simple answer because computers have been classified in various ways. Charles Babbage's first mechanical computer from 1822 looks different from what we typically think of as a computer today. Consequently, this page outlines the initial advancements in computing, beginning with the difference engine and progressing to the present-day computers we utilize. The term computer made its debut in 1613 in Richard Braithwaite's book, The Young Man's Gleanings, referring to a person who carried out calculations. This meaning persisted until the late 19th century, when the advent of the Industrial Revolution led to the development of mechanical devices primarily designed for computation. In 1822, Charles Babbage came up with the idea and started working on the difference engine, which was the first automatic computing device designed to approximate polynomials. This machine could perform computations on several sets of numbers and produce printed copies of the result. Ada Lovelace provided some assistance in the development of the difference engine and is recognized as the first computer programmer for her contributions. Despite facing funding challenges, Babbage was unable to finish a fully functional version of the machine. The London Science Museum completed the difference engine No. 2 in June 1991 to commemorate Babbage's bicentennial birth year, and later finished the printing mechanism in 2000. First general-purpose computer. In 1837, Charles Babbage introduced the initial mechanical computer, the Analytical engine. This groundbreaking device included an ALU arithmetic logic unit, fundamental flow control, punch cards inspired by the Jacquard loom, and integrated memory. It represented the first concept of a general-purpose computer capable of various tasks, rather than being limited to a single computation. Regrettably, due to financial constraints, the computer was not constructed during Charles Babbage's lifetime. In 1910, Henry Babbage, the youngest son of Charles Babbage, partially completed this machine and conducted basic calculations. Herman Hollerith created the initial device to record and save data. In 1890, he devised a technique for machines to record and store information on punch cards for the U.S. Census. His machine was roughly 10 times faster than manual tabulations, resulting in significant cost savings for the Census Office. Hollerith went on to establish the company known today as IBM. Herman Hollerith created the initial device to record and save data. In 1890, he devised a technique for machines to record and store information on punch cards for the U.S. Census. His machine was roughly 10 times faster than manual tabulations, resulting in significant cost savings for the Census Office. Hollerith went on to establish the company known today as IBM. The Zone, invented by Konrad Zuse in his parents' living room from 1936 to 1938, is recognized as the initial electromechanical binary programmable computer and the first operational modern computer. Konrad Zuse later developed the Z3, which was the first fully automated, functioning programmable computer. The first ideas of what we now think of as a modern computer were first proposed in 1936 by Alan Turing. These ideas laid the groundwork for the theories of computing and computers. Without them, we wouldn't have the computers we know today. Turing's original idea was to create a machine that could print symbols on a paper tape in a way that mimicked the behavior of a person following a series of logical instructions. The origins of modern computers can be traced back to 1936, when Alan Turing proposed the first computer. His ideas laid the foundation for computing and computer science, and without them, we would not have modern computers. The first computer Turing proposed was a machine capable of printing symbols on a piece of paper in a manner similar to that of a human, following a sequence of logical instructions. The ABC was the first digital computer. Atanasoff and his graduate student Cliff Berry began developing the ABC in 1937, and it was not until 1942 that it was commercially available. The ABC is an electrical computer that uses over 300 vacuum tubes to perform digital calculations, such as binary mathematics and Boolean logic. It does not have a central processing unit (CU) and is not programmable. In 1973, a U.S. federal judge, Earl R. Larson signed his decision invalidating the ENIAC patent by J. Presper Eckert and J. Mauchly naming Atanasoff as the sole inventor. J. Presper Eckert and John Mauchly invented the ENIAC electronic numerical integrator and computer at the University of Pennsylvania. Construction of the ENIAC began in 1943 and was finally completed in 1946. This massive computer occupied approximately 1,800 square feet, utilized around 18,000 vacuum tubes, and weighed nearly 50 tons. Despite a judge's ruling that the ABC computer was the first digital computer, the ENIAC is widely regarded as the first fully functional digital computer. Sesame, also referred to as the Baby or Manchester Baby, was the first computer to store and execute a program electronically, developed in 1948 by Frederick Williams and Tom Kilburn with assistance from Jethro Tull at the University of Manchester, England. It marked a significant milestone in computing history. Kilburn authored the inaugural electronically stored program, which employed repeated subtraction instead of division to determine the highest proper factor of an integer. On June 21, 1948, Kilburn's program was successfully executed, solidifying the SEM's pioneering role in the realm of stored program computers. The EDSAC, which stands for Electronic Delay Storage Automatic Calculator, was the second stored program computer and was developed by Maurice Wilkes at the University of Cambridge Mathematical Laboratory in England. On May 6, 1949, the EDSAC successfully carried out its inaugural calculation. Notably, it was also the first computer to run a graphical computer game called OXO, which was a version of tic-tac-toe displayed on a 6-inch cathode ray tube. Version 1. In 1949, J. Presper Eckert and John Mauchly, the pioneers behind the ENIAC computer, established the Electronic Controls Company, which would later be known as MCC Seekert Mauchly Computer Corporation. This company became the first computer company and introduced a series of mainframe computers called UNIVAC Universal Automatic Computer. The UNIVAC 1101, also known as ERA 1101, was the first computer to have a program stored in memory. It was delivered to the United States government in 1950, marking a significant milestone in the history of computing.
Konrad Zuse, on the other hand, developed the Z4, which is recognized as the first commercial computer. This groundbreaking machine was initiated in 1942 and was eventually sold to Eduard Stiefel, a mathematician at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, Zurich, on July 12, 1950. Had made its debut in the computer industry on April 7, 1953, with the introduction of the 701, their inaugural scientific computer designed for commercial use. The pioneering computer featuring, right? On March 8, 1955, MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, unveiled the Whirlwind Machine, a groundbreaking computer that marked the advent of magnetic core RAM random access memory and real-time graphics in the digital computing realm. The initial computer with transistors, various types of transistors. The TXEO transistorized experimental computer was showcased as the first computer with transistors at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in 1956. The primary minicomputer. Digital Equipment Corporation introduced its first PDP program data processor computer, the PDP-1, in 1960. The original personal and widely available computer. At the New York World's Fair in 1964, the Program 100 on the first desktop computer was revealed. It was created by Pier Giorgio Perotto and produced by Olivetti. Approximately 44,000 Programma 101 computers were sold, each priced at $3,000. In 1968, Hewlett-Packard initiated the marketing of the HP 9100, the first widely available desktop computer. The Xerox Alto, introduced in 1974, is widely regarded as the first workstation, even though it was never commercially available. This groundbreaking computer featured a fully functional system with a display and a mouse. It operated using a graphical user interface, similar to modern computers incorporating windows, menus, and icons. Many of its capabilities were showcased in the mother of all demos by Douglas Engelbart on December 9, 1968. Intel made a significant contribution to the field of computing by introducing the first microprocessor, the Intel 4004, on November 15, 1971. In 1973, Vietnamese-French engineer Andre Truong Truong and Francois Grenelle developed the microcomputer, which is considered the first microcomputer. It utilized the Intel 8008 processor and was the first commercially available non-assembly computer. Initially priced at $1,750, it marked a milestone in the microcomputer industry.
The term computer made its debut in 1613 in Richard Braithwaite's book, The Young Man's Gleanings, referring to a person who carried out calculations. This meaning persisted until the late 19th century, when the advent of the Industrial Revolution led to the development of mechanical devices primarily designed for computation.
The IBM 5100, released in September 1975, is considered the first portable computer. Weighing 55 pounds, it featured a 5-inch CRT display, tape drive, 1.9 MHz Palm processor, and 64 KB of RAM. An advertisement for the IBM 5100 can be seen in a November 1975 issue of Scientific American. The Osborne I, developed by Adam Osborne and released in April 1981, is considered the first truly portable computer or laptop. Weighing 24.5 pounds, it had a 5-inch display, 64 KB of memory, 2 5-inch floppy drives, ran the CPAPE 2.2 operating system, included a modem, and was priced at $1,795. The IBM PC division unveiled its inaugural portable computer. The IBM Portable in 1984, this groundbreaking device weighed a hefty 30 pounds. 2 years later, in 1986, IBM PC made another significant announcement with the introduction of their first laptop computer, the PC Convertible, which weighed a more manageable 12 pounds. Finally, in 1994, IBM made yet another technological leap with the introduction of the IBM ThinkPad 775T, the first notebook to feature an integrated CD-ROM compact disc read-only memory. Released in March 1983 by Compaq, the Compaq Portable is widely recognized as the first PC clone. This groundbreaking computer was fully compatible with IBM computers and capable of running any software developed for IBM computers. For more information about manufacturers of IBM-compatible computers, please refer to our Index of Computer Companies. The pioneering multimedia computer. Among the first computers to incorporate the MPC standard, Tandy Radio Shack introduced the M2500 XHL MBA 3026 in 1990. Other notable firsts by computer companies. Here are some other significant first products from various computer companies. Commodore. In 1977, Commodore unveiled its inaugural computer, the Commodore Petzl Electronic Transactor. March 1983, Compaq launched its first computer, the Compaq Portable, which was also the first 100 IBM-compatible computer. It's an 85, Dell introduced its debut computer, the Turbo PC. 1966, HP Packard released its first general computer, the HP 2115. 1958, NEC constructed its initial computer, the NES 1101. Packard Bell. Developed in 1957, the first silicon computer by Packard Bell became known as the Packard Bell PB250. Toshiba. In 1954, Toshiba unveiled its first computer, the TAC Digital